Hello, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. So here I am on the final part of uh, this series between Alexander McDonnell and Louis Charles Mahe de la Bourdonnais, guys. This is the last episode of the series. Why? Why? Because this is the last of the match. This is the sixth match that we are seeing, guys, and we have seen the first five matches in which we already know that Bourdonnais is leading. He is leading. He is leading quite a bit, guys. He is leading quite a bit. He is leading with a 4-1. Oh my god, that's a huge margin. That's a huge margin. Unbelievably huge margin. But you know what? What happens in fifth match? You know, in fact, the margin started reducing, guys. You know, after the first match, the margin was really high. But then the second match, McDonald won. The third, fourth, and fifth, yeah, the margins reduced. But you know, there was the sixth match was really interesting one. We had seen the first four matches, and you know that already Bourdonnais is leading at 3-1, right? 3-1. So let's see what happens further. This is the fifth game, guys, and this is the fifth game where McDonnell is playing white against La Bourdonnais, who is playing black here. Well, once again, I would love to repeat that Louis Charles Mahe de la Bourdonnais is an French aristocrat, and he was considered to be the strongest player, guys, the strongest player at that point of time. And his opponent was Alexander McDonnell, an Irish real estate tycoon, a very very rich businessman at that point of time. And in fact, Le Bourdonnais was trying to play as a professional chess player, guys. Well, and after the first five matches, we are going to the fifth match. And here in this game, the game is really interesting in the sense like f4, nc6. Of course, it starts from a Sicilian, but then it goes on, it gets transformed into a way kind of a French defense. e6, knight f3, d5, no, e5, f6, f6. I mean, like, okay, we can still call it a Smith-Morra gambit, or if white plays d4, then yes, it gets converted to some kind of a French position. But then, okay, I'm not going to rush into that right now. Bishop c2, queen b6, castles, bishop d7. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritties of the opening in this game, guys, because as I have told so many times in the past, the openings are not the forte of these players at this point of time, because they had no computers, no chess books, nothing whatsoever, and whatever is being played was tried and tested out at this point of time by these players. This is 1834, yeah, come on. King h1, so bishop e7, d4, d4, f5, and you can safely call it some kind of a, you know, very strange looking French defense position. But here I think probably white is slightly better here, guys. b3, h5, rook e1, g6, bishop e3, knight h6, knight bd2, cd4, cd4, king f7. Of course, king f7 is not so bad here. Rook a2, rook a8. All this is like kind of very complicated setup. And you will see queen e2, king g7, knight g5. This is probably the first instance of some kind of an activity going on here, guys. Of course, knight into d4, I'm not even going to analyze, because it is a way too much of problems in it there, guys. Like, okay, let's say knight into d4, I'm just going to play queen d2, and if bishop here, then I just play b4, and it becomes really difficult as to what you will do here, right? Okay, so knight g5, knight f7, knight into f7, king into f7, queen f2, king g7, knight f3. I mean, like, I know the position is kind of dry, it's kind of very, very complicated, but you will see that there is some action picking up, and McDonald is not the one to stay back, guys. So knight h4. Of course, bishop into h4 is not even to be considered, because after queen into h4, the black squares become kind of really weak, guys. So I would not suggest giving up your black bishop in this position. So of course, knight f7 was played. So queen g3, attacking the g6 pawn. So rook h6 was played, bishop f2. And in fact, you know, I think here is where Le Bourdonnais goes on to make some really erroneous judgment, guys, because I feel in this till this position, the position was so okay. Oh, hello, guys. Yes, Krit, I agree. It is bishop into h4 is an inaccuracy. Can't agree more, guys. So here after bishop f2, bishop into a3 was played by Le Bourdonnais. I think that is where he made a mistake, guys, because I think my curtain background is here, guys. Ah, you mean the red one? Okay. Okay, Krit. Basically, I've converted the room into some kind of a studio. Hope this is good. Okay, so let's go into this game. The idea is, if I'm going to take rook into e3, then you just take rook into c2, and probably black claims to be better here. Unfortunately for Le Bourdonnais, McDonald had something up his sleeve on his own. Yeah, sad. So here bishop into f5. After bishop into f5, what happens, guys? Here the idea is very simple. G into f5 is not possible, so E into f5 has to be played, because if bishop e7, then I just take probably knight into g6, because if E into f5, then I just take knight into, and that's a dis check. Thank you, Krit. That's very sweet of you. So E into f5, so bishop into f5, and then so rook, E into f5 was played, rook into a3, bishop e6, rook e1. I mean, like, see the way whites, all the pieces are coordinating into one beautiful effort. Amazing, guys. Queen b4, rook a4. The idea is very simple, stopping black from having any kind of counterplay. So queen c3, queen into c3, rook into c3, and rook into a5. Oh my god. Rook into a5, and here we can see. Hello Aryan, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being back. So rook into b3, knight f3, rook h8, rook a8. Trying to remove the only other strong looking piece here, so that once this is also removed, these pieces are kind of stuck inside, guys. Actually, this game is a very beautiful example of how beautifully white, you know, moves his pieces. You know, you will be seeing that this bishop and this knight are the biggest problem for black, and these two pieces are the biggest asset of white here. In fact, in this position, after rook c8, rook into c8, bishop into c8, rook c1, bishop e6, I think rook c7, rook b6, knight g5, king f8, knight into e6, rook into e6. I think here it would have been really strong to play bishop h4, guys. Yes. Aryan, the problem is, like, I will tell you what. Actually, after this match, I'll tell you the story as to why we won't be able to continue, Aryan. I will definitely let you know. So here, bishop h4, I think would have kind of completely crushed his opponent, because I really don't know how to continue for black guys. Like, once I'm gonna place this bishop on f6, this knight cannot be moved anywhere. Even if it comes to h6, I don't see a future, because this move is not possible. Like, let's say bishop h4, knight h6, I play this. If knight g8, then this knight is stuck here forever. After this rook onto pawn, it is just lost right away, guys. So it's impossible to continue, guys. I mean, I think this is one thing he missed, which I felt bad. Actually, after playing such a brilliant game, I think he should have gone ahead and played bishop h4 instead of taking rook onto b7, because rook onto b7, yes, he's winning absolutely, but I think bishop h4 would have been like killing right away, guys. I think Vishy is coming tomorrow, very handsome, like, I think, right, like he's coming in tomorrow, December 7th at 7 p.m, right? That's what I was told. So rook b8, rook e8, and still here I think bishop h4 would have done the magic, but okay, g3, rook d8, the position is so winning that it really doesn't matter, guys. So king g3, king g7, h4, king f7, and actually after this the move game is not visible. I will do that, Krit. I will do that. But right now, I am going for the first unofficial World Chess Championship, my boy. So, I mean, like, these are some of the things which everyone wants to leave it. And that's something which, really hurts me. And when I see these games, it really gives me so much of knowledge. That's the reason. I will do, Krit. I will definitely do. That is on the pipeline. But then I want to go one by one. Like, next, it's gonna be Howard Staunton. Like, oh my God, you should see his games also. Yeah, and like, it's unbelievable. Rook f6 check, king g7, and here I think after h5, you can safely say that black is completely lost, guys. No, he is the first unofficial world champion. h4, king f7. Okay, even rook b7 is also a possibility, but I think Shiva, I think rook f6 is much stronger, because, like, okay, king e7 is not possible because of rook onto g6. So if king g7, I just play h5, and after gh5, I just take rook onto f5, and black loses all the pawns. Yes, Krit, because these are some of the topics which people are just readily going past. So that's something which I don't want to. I mean, like, this game is an amazing example of how beautifully he played with his minor pieces, starting from this position onwards. Like, see the way he has maneuvered his pieces. I mean, so beautifully. Here he has tied down the rook to h6, and I mean, like, what a beautiful game, guys. What a beauty. Oh my God. Even after the exchange of the queens, the position is completely lost. Yeah, wonderful. I think even here also bishop h4 would have been really strong, I feel. Maybe not exchanging the knight. Still, I think bishop h4, bishop f6 would have been really strong. Yes, Steinitz is the first official world champion. Yes, because I think FIDE was brought in only at that time, and that's the reason this whole thing, as it was considered to be the first official world championship. Otherwise, I think these people played the actually, these were not world championship, they were matches that was played, but people consider them to be the first unofficial world championship. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, let's go now for the final game of the series. I'm gonna miss this, guys. Oh my God, it really hurts me, guys. It really hurts me. Well, already I've told you that after the first 5 games, after the first 4, we saw till match number 4, and in the first 4 matches, Leberdonai was leading 3-1. Then what happened in the 5th match, we saw just now that McDonnell Alexander won this game. So now he's trailing by 2-3. And it so happened that the sixth game was again won by Labor Dunoy. So Labor Dunoy is actually leading at 4 to McDonald's 2. And you know what happened? Something got into McDonald Alexander and he won game number 7 and 8, and they were level at 4-4. Oh my god, I'm missing so many things. Yeah, Krit, the night maneuver was beautiful. I agree very much, Mr. Handsome, that the game is really beautiful. I know that is the reason I'm choosing all these things. Because I was eating food after. Oh, no problem. Absolutely no problem, Krit. No, 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 no. Actually, I will tell you what. So this is the final game because actually after this London sixth match was played, and they were able to play only 9 games. They were supposed to play more, but they only played 9 games. And you know what? Right now, on the eighth game, they are at 4-4 each, right? And already, Leberdonai is at 3-1. Like he has won, sorry, 4-1. He has won matches 1, 3, 4, and 5, and McDonald has won only the second match. So McDonald is actually trailing. We can safely say that Leberdonai is probably the world champion based on these results. But if we go individually match wise, this was the final match that was played, and here, yes, yes, that was an amazing rivalry. And you know, Leberdonai was completely penniless at this point of time. He was having a very tough time financially, and this match was kind of you know, that's why I said he was playing professionally. So this is the final game of the sixth match of the London match series, guys. This is played in the year 1834. So e4 c5, f4 e6, knight f3, knight c6, c3 d5, e5 f5, bishop d3, bishop e7. It again a similar variation to what we saw in the previous game, and you will see that it does get converted into some kind of a strange French variation. Oh, that's okay, Mr. Handsome. I mean, like, we have different tastes of variations and games and ways to analyze. So that is right. Yes, yes. So you will see here a3, a5, very similar to what we saw in the previous game. So h3, bishop e8, b3, c into d4, c into d4, bishop h5. This game is very, very, very beautiful, guys. Amazing game played by McDonald, I believe. You should see the way he has played. I mean, like, both of them played a really nice game. This rook a2 ideas and all, you know, when I see these games, I really understood that, okay, these are the games from which we learned to play this rook a2. Like, I remember in one of my games against Nguyen, he was a grandmaster. I played this similar idea where I played rook a3. So yes. Thank you, Krit. Thank you so much for updating. So queen d2, queen c7, knight h2, bishop h4, and rook g1. I mean, like, rook g1 is a very interesting move, guys. The idea is very simple. Now I want to play g3, g4. Go for this. You know, much later this was kind of employed by, I think, Fischer in a kind of in his games. Sriram sir mostly plays badminton on Graphy channel, and playing him is just so much fun, man. Truly. Oh my god, that's really nice. Very handsome. I don't think that deserves even an answer. That is my personal thing, and I don't think we discuss personal things here. Right? Okay, so rook g1, bishop g3, knight f1, bishop h4, and queen d3 has been played. I mean, like, queen d3, what is the idea of queen d3, guys? Can anyone suggest what is the idea of queen d3 here? Wow, wow, what is wow, wow? I mean, like, this game is amazing, guys. I mean, like, I think he wants to go to queen b5, one idea. Knight b d2 is another idea. Bishop can move back. So many things to do. Knight b d2. Yes, knight b d2. See, in these kind of positional games, you can see the beauty of the pieces maneuvers, guys. That's like really important, because generally in tactical games it so happens that you cannot see what's maneuver, or those kind of things never happen. That's like bam bam bam, this dash dush, and it's over. But in these kind of games you can actually see how each and every piece is maneuvering, and which square is good, how to maneuver them, what to do, where which piece should be put, and things like that. Yeah. I mean, like, see, you will see how beautiful this queen d3 idea is, because now he gets the idea to play knight bd2 and knight f3. And here you can see black is kind of wasting his moves, not knowing what to do here. Black should have gone ahead with some kind of an idea, probably queen b8 and b5 or something like that should have been played, but which he didn't do. So bishop e7, queen e2. And see how beautifully and slowly white is gaining control of the position. Oh my god, he's getting g4 also. Queen e8, g5. Beauty. Knight g8 and bishop d1. Idea stopping bishop h5. See the prophylactic ideas, guys. Now bishop h5 is stopped and I get h4 and h5. How do you stop these things? So bishop d8, h4. Bishop f7, h5. Wow. Just too good, guys. Too good. I mean, this game is amazing, guys, because many a times we keep saying, okay, attacking games dikhao, madam, but yeah, this is the kind of attack that has lot of power to it, and that has lot of so much of understanding. So g6, hg6, bishop g6, queen h2. Oh my god. Now I think we can go ahead with knight here. Bishop. Oh no, I'm not going to show anything, because you need to see this, guys. You need to see this. This is amazing. Knight f3, queen f7, and knight g3, knight g e7, rook d2. You can see that I am trying to defend this pawn so that I can move the knight. So king g8, knight h4, and here you can see that black is saying, okay, I've got a tactic here. So he goes for the doom dadake wala movie, knight into e5. But McDonald had seen one step ahead, and see what he does here, guys. Oh my god. F into e5, f4, knight into g6, knight into g6. You know what he plays here? That is why he is attacking them. I don't know, Chris. I don't know even if McDonald was there at that point of time also. McDonald, I don't know उन्होंने क्या खाया था, but McDonald खाए थे क्या ये पता नहीं मुझे. So f into e3, knight f6 check. Oh my god, look at that knight. Such a beauty. What a beautiful knight, guys. Amazing. Wonderful knight placed on f6. King h8, rook d3, rook g8. Black is ready to give up his exchange also, but see what white does here. See what kind of a beautiful thing he does here, guys. Rook d3, rook f3, rook c1, queen d2. I mean, like, black is ready to give everything for the sake of this one knight, but bam! I mean, like, what control of the game, guys. What control of the game. Oh my god. I think here rook f1 would have been, rook f1 is not possible, yeah. So queen f4 defending to play rook f1. Queen h4, oh my god. It's too much, yeah. Too much. g6. Okay. That's it. That's it, guys. Oh my god. Wonderful game. Wonderful game. I mean, like, this is all just a technicality after knight f6 game. I think these are all just some kind of technical things that needed to be done, guys. That's what it was. These are the guys. Oh my god. McDonald and Louis Charles Mahe de la Bourdonnais. Fantastic legends, guys. Fantastic legends. Oh my god. It is so painful that we are coming to the final of this series of Louis Charles Mahidella Bordonai and Alexander McDonald. After this win, Alexander McDonald was leading the match at 5-4. You know, at 5-4. Thank you so much, Krit. I love chess. I just love chess. So, you know, I just can't, you know, I'm just being natural here, that's what. So, as I was telling you, after this, the match got postponed. The match was not held after that. And so sadly, in 1835, MacDonald passed away. And 5 years later, in 1840, Louis Charles Mahidella Bordonai also passed away, and they both were placed next to each other. Their coffins were, I mean, their graves were placed next to each other. So, and the sad part was Le Bordonai died penniless. You know, it was really sad. But his legacy lives on, guys. These two great legends, their legacy lives on. The games that they have played, I wanted to show all the games. They played somewhere around 90 games. I wanted to show all the games, but unfortunately, paucity of time, and I thought it might be really tiring because most of the games are Ivan's Gambit. So I thought, you know, people might get really tiresome. So that's the reason I tried to pick up the best games that I felt was really good and went ahead and showed you guys. So this is the final of the series between Louis Charles Mahidella Bordonai and Alexander McDonald. And after this, it was announced, I mean, like unofficially, anywhere you check it out, Le Bordonai was considered to be the first unofficial world chess champion way back in 1834. Oh my god, 1834. I'm getting goosebumps actually. So I mean, like, what more can I say? On this note, I would like to say, may all you be blessed with the blessings of these two great legends, and we all play as good as them, guys, and learn so much from them. I know I've shown only a couple of games. I want you all to check out more of their games, and I want you all to see more of their games and learn so much from them, guys. Don't think ki theek hai yaar 1834, and no, there is so much to learn. I have shown you so much. There is much more to learn, as I was telling you. So if there is anything specific about this, please do mention in your comment section, because I'll be more than happy to be addressing it. And no, it's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure, Shiva, because it has been a ride for me as well. Because when I was going through these games, you know, the last a few weeks, I was also learning so much and going along this ride with these two great legends. So it was like, you know, they were with me throughout. Their faces were kept remembering. I kept remembering their faces. Oh my God, you know, these are something, you know, which stays forever, will stay in for me in my life. No, it's not a sad story. It's a beginning, guys. It's a beginning. It is just a pause. We will be, from the next class onwards, we are going to be starting with Howard Staunton, who is again another great. He was an Englishman, and you will see, oh my God, what games he played. And then we will be moving on to Paul Murphy. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, guys. That's been a wonderful ride. Until we meet again, this is your Vijay Lakshmi Subbaraman signing off. Thank you so much for joining me, and please do like, share, and subscribe, because I want more and more people to join in and see and enjoy these legends along with us, because the more the merrier, right? So that's about it, guys, from me. Take care. Bye bye. Mwah. Thank you so much all. Take care, and Jai Hind.